Alright, class, welcome back. Hopefully you're getting all to school okay today. It's the snowy Tuesday after Martin Luther King Day, 2018 when I'm making this. So, trigonometric functions, we're going to talk a little bit more about them. Trigonometric functions are periodic, which means that they repeat itself after a certain amount of time. So the period for sine and cosine is 2 pi or 360. It's like going around the circle. However, tangent actually repeats itself connectedly because of asymptotes and how it works by every pi or 180 degrees. Okay? And then cosecant, secant, and cotangent have the same periods as the reciprocals. That'll come more into play when we're doing graphing, which will be after your quiz. So evaluate these trig functions. So the key here is sine of 1, 2, 3, 0. Well, we don't know, we have to figure out where that is on the circle. To do that, we have to kind of unwind it. You have to imagine that this has gone around a bunch of times. So you have to just keep taking 360 away, okay? So 1230 minus 360 is 870. Minus 360 is 510. And then minus 360. And I think you get a 150, yeah. So really this is the problem that says sine of 150. Now we've been doing this in class. 150 is over here. It's a 30-degree reference. That means the y is shorter, so the answer is 1/2, and it's positive. Now, when it's a negative angle, to unwind it, you have to add 360 a couple times. Okay? So if you add 360, you get negative 660 plus 360, which you get negative 300, and then plus 360. When you have negative 300 plus 360, you get 60. So I'm asking you the cosine of 60 degrees. Well, 60 degrees is where the x is shorter, the y is longer, so this answer is also 1/2. Now with radians, I find it easier to kind of just figure out what my denominator is. And you have to remember that 1 pi is over here. Well, 1 pi is 3 over 3, right? When you're in thirds. So I kind of go around the circle in thirds. So to go from here to here, it's 3 over 3. We have another 3 over 3, so we're at 6 over 3, which is 2. Then we're at 9 over 3, which is 3 pi. 12 over 3, which is 4 pi. And then I've used 12 thirds. That means I have one more third left. So my angle is at pi over 3. So this is the same thing as saying tangent of pi over 3. Okay. You could have also divided 13 thirds in your calculator and saw that that was 4.1 or 4.33 or 4 and a third. Well, that's 1 pi, 2 pi, 3 pi, 4 pi, and then a third. At that angle, tangent is y over x. The y is bigger, so it's root 3 over 2 over 1/2. So our answer is root 3. Okay, so again, the evaluating part is the same as it was before. You just have to figure out where you are. Now, the next thing I'm going to teach you is how do you know where you are in terms of what quadrant? Well, the thing you need to remember is that all students take calculus. And what this means, it would help if I wrote it right, this is where the things are positive. So this is where positive. So all are positive here. That's all. This is sine, tangent, and cosine. So all students take calculus. All of them are positive. Sine is positive in quadrant 2. Tangent's positive in quadrant 3 only. And cosine's positive in quadrant 4 only. So let's look over here. I'm asking where is the tangent less than 0? So the tangent negative. Well, it's not 1. It's not 3. So it's in 2 and 4. Where is the cosine positive? Well, clearly 1. And then if you look, cosine's also positive in 4. So the angle has to be in quadrant 4 because it has to be work with both of them. That's how you do it. Figure out which ones are, where it is. So sine is less than 0. So sine is negative. Well, sine is positive here and here. So we're in quadrants 3 and 4. We're down here and here. Secant is the same thing as cosine. Cosine is less than 0 or negative in 2 and 3. So if I look at both of them, the place where this angle must be is in quadrant 3, since it fulfills both options. Alright, and the last thing we're going to do is find the remaining trig functions given the two ratios. Well, you guys should be able to tell me, you can draw a triangle here, or you can just use these. If sine is 5 over 13, cosecant has to be 13 over 5. If cosine is negative 12 over 13, then secant has to be negative 13 over 12. Now to get tangent, tangent is sine over cosine. So tangent is 5/13 over negative 12/13, which is negative 5 over 12. And then cotangent has to be negative 12 over 5. Now, if you're not, sometimes this doesn't work as well, because sometimes I'll give you tangent or secant or something. This problem you can do it, but what you can also do is draw the triangle. So if you notice, this is saying sine is positive, and if you look back at the all students take calculus thing, that's in 1 and 2. But cosine's negative, and that's in 2 and 3. So if I drew where the angle is, I don't know why I drew a circle. Ignore the circle for now. If I draw this triangle, I'm in quadrant 2. And if sine is 5 over 13, that's that. If cosine's negative 12 over 13, that's that. And that makes sense, that is quadrant 2. And then you can get all 6 of them from your triangle as well. So either way you want to do that, that works. Alright, well, that was a nice easy one. That's all I got for you today. So, quiz is coming up, and enjoy the video. I hope you enjoyed the video. And I will see you guys next time.